Do you know how much you need to save for retirement? I was recently talking to a family member. She told me that she is excited to have started to save. As a recent graduate, she knows the importance of savings. However, she stopped herself as she was talking and told me that although she is saving money, she doesn't know what she's saving for. She's been told all her life that she needs to save. But why? And how much should she be saving? There are several reasons to set aside money. The first money to set aside is for emergencies. The emergency fund is an important part of your financial security. How much and where to save this money is discussed in another video. Today, I want to talk about how much money you want to save for retirement. Why save for retirement? The more you have saved, the more you can enjoy your retirement, or the earlier you can retire. For most people, not having to work is a goal they are striving for. So the more money you can save, the less you have to work. We're seeing an increase in interest in retiring early movements like the FIRE movement that encourages people to be financially independent and to retire early. While this sounds interesting, my discussion is geared towards more traditional retirement approaches, which is starting working in your early 20s and retire at the age of 67. According to the CDC, the life expectancy in the US is around 79 years of age. This means that on average, people have to save money to last them 12 years. How much you will need to save will be a function of how much money you want to spend during your retirement years. Think about the lifestyle you want to live and your expected life expectancy. For simplicity, let us consider that you want to keep things exactly the same, meaning that you want to maintain your current lifestyle at retirement. Then you will need to save enough money for retirement so that you can replace 70 to 80% of your current gross income. According to the US Census, the median household income is $68,000. So let's just assume that the median individual income is $68,000. Using the 80% replacement rate, that means at retirement, the median household would need $54,400 in current prices to maintain the same living standards. You're probably thinking, well, Dr. A, what about inflation? In 30 years, prices will be much higher and I need to have more than $54,400. If you're thinking that, you are correct, and you're on your way to being a great economist. So let's neglect inflation for a second. There are some good rules of thumb out there. I like this one by Fidelity, which gives you an idea of how much of your income you should have saved by certain ages. Going back to our example of someone making $68,000, they would need to have saved $68,000 or 1 times their salary by the time they reach the age of 30 to be on track to retire comfortably by 67 years of age. At 67 years of age, they need to have saved $680,000, obviously not taking inflation into consideration. Some would say that is too low, and it might be because it doesn't consider the cost of inflation. So if you're interested in a little bit more accurate or personalized approach, I like this website by NerdWallet. It takes into account inflation and can be personalized more than the rule of thumb presented earlier. Right here on the top left corner, it asks you to fill out some information. So we're going to assume that you are 20 years old and your pre-retirement income is $68,000 and you currently have your current savings are $0. Let's assume that you are saving 10% of your income. So I think and then let's say that your current that your monthly retirement is going to be $2,500. You could obviously change this, but that's set at 70% of pre-retirement income. Let's push this to 80% or 81%. You want to retire at age of 67, life expectancy of 95, but investment rate of return is about 10%. in this situation, just to remain consistent with our previous example. In this case, if you are saving $575, you will have accumulated $7.39 million, and you'd only need 3.06 at retirement. So we could reduce this to try to approach, let's say it's $250 per month, roughly $250 per month with a 10% return. Obviously, if we reduce the rate of return to, let's say, 8%, so decreasing your rate of return by 2% really changes the equation over here. And that's why rate of returns are really important, especially over long periods of time. In this case, you would have to increase your monthly savings to about $450. So rates of returns, be very sensitive to those. What I like about this website as well is it gives you a retirement savings score. You could be at needs attention, on your way, getting close, on track. And then it gives you some assumptions over here. So it's assuming a 3% inflation rate, salary increase of 2% per year, and then at retirement, a conservative 5% rate of return. We could debate about this as much as you want. It depends on your financial advisor. Please see a financial advisor to get a more accurate number. Depending on what your retirement score is, it gives you some other tips on how to increase your score. So I really like this website. It's a good starting point. I wish I had this website when I was 20 years old, but check it out. Leave a comment telling me how much you would need to retire at 67 based on your characteristics. Do you feel like you're on track with your savings? If not, what is keeping you from meeting your goals? Leave a comment.